You've clicked in this video because of the thumbnail, and it is getting a two-seat golf buggy off the rack, going through the process of getting it built step by step as if you were going to get it on a pallet from us here at tourfitgolf. So let's get into the build process. When your buggy arrives, it's going to be boxed with these green tabs. So let's cut these off. This is your canopy, your top lid. It's going to come with 4 mounting points. I'm going to set this aside for now. Cardboard just to protect the buggy. This is the front roof bar for your screen. So we'll set this aside. Your seat. All this cardboard is scrap material, and you can see we're just working like an onion, just taking the layers from the top down. This one is your screen. Passenger bag support. Rear seat rest. So I just removed a protection from this spigot, and this is there's a protector here. Just cut this away for your throttle. It's in its smallest form, and the buggy slides on 2 runners in here, and this is your steering wheel. So you set your steering wheel. These are the components that we lifted away. In under the seat we have our charger, toolkit for assembly. And we've got some bolts, and these are the side rests and the extenders that go on here. I'll show you these in a second. This is the rear seat. It's fully assembled, and that has the luggage rack on the back. Rear seat, and then on here will be our footrest. Okay, so let's make it bigger and get it off the pallet. Second set of rear uprights. This is your foot plate. This goes on the back. This is our foot tray for in the center. This is just protective film. We'll take this off later. So it's over the top. The spring-loaded pin turns and falls down into this hole. So we'll bring it back together. This slots in here and tightens, one each side. So let's push this together. Steering wheel. Pop your steering wheel on the spline. check that it's straight and that you've got the right spline, and screw down this heavy. So it's starting to look like a golf buggy now. Loosen the tube, slide in, and tighten the 2 threads on the seat back. Okay, so we're getting there now. When you first get your buggy, you've got your on-off key, but you might find the screen doesn't light up, and it's likely because the battery is completely flat. So you've got a built-in battery charger here, and you need to connect the battery charger. There's also an on-off switch here at the back, so you can try the on-off switch. And again, there's no power. Okay, so this battery must be completely flat. We'll get an extension lead and we'll get some charge into it here while we go ahead and build the upper part of this. This is the 240 volt socket. Just stays inside just stays in under the seat. So we're just going to plug this in here to an extension. And we've got our fan, and our lights have come on. Okay, so while that's charging, in order to get the controller to light up, we'll go ahead with the rest of the assembly. So we can gently set this down, and I think the next thing we'll do is put on the side protectors, armrests, if you. So every part of this buggy is designed to go together with these screws. So you'll see the armrest here, for example. There's a spacer, so long screw through the armrest, through the spacer, and then we just screw this into the side of the buggy. And then same for that one. You shouldn't need to, but every once in a while you can just go round the buggy and check that each one of these is tight. It's just a general maintenance. So we can look at the rear tray. So at the minute this tray is just set up for your feet at the back. This is actually where your golf bag brackets mount onto. So let's get you around the back of the buggy. This tray, again, they're just screw-in connectors. So your tray goes in, foot tray goes in, and tighten these 2 down. Of course, as a 4-seater, this is where you would sit. We'll have our grab rail is here, and this is, you can sit back to back. Your other 2 passengers here. If you're not using this as a 2-seater, if you put a hay bale in there. If you're using it at a hotel and you want to put some luggage, you can put some luggage in there. If it's golf course and you have 2 USB ports, you can have a cooler in here, bit of music, and serving some drinks and snacks out the back. As I say, your 2 golf clubs would go in here and this would sit up. So let's get the uprights in and get the roof on this. So let's start with the front part. What we'll do is we'll just expose the and then that makes it a little bit easier. We can just start to cut the material away here. Thumb screws, one each side. We've two larger ones, and these are for mounting the roof. So we'll set these aside for now and cut the rest of this off. Again, we have two more smaller screws for the rears. You can see that everything is exceptionally well packaged here. And these just tighten. Okay, so same as these. Everywhere is the same. Every screw is the same to tighten those in. Okay, so next thing I like to do is to get the roof on now. That'll stabilize it up, and then we can put the front screen on, and then we can put the back bag bracket on, and the buggy's complete. Okay, so I've actually put this on the wrong way. This should actually turn in, so the curvature goes on the inside in order to fit up into that socket of the roof. We set these aside earlier. These are the long ones that go in from the front. Now, you might need to just use a little screwdriver to line these up. That one's okay. So the buggy comes with a toolkit, and if you find that one or other of these is a little bit tight to get in, you can just use the screwdriver. Once it lines up, you can go ahead and put your bolt in. So now we have the roof on. We're really almost there. Let's turn the buggy around so we can get the light on the front of it, because the light's not great. And we'll open the screen and get the screen on. Let's see if the buggy has enough charge in it to get it to go. Okay, so oh yeah, there we go. Brilliant. Getting the beeping noises because the brake was engaged, so you get a freewheel. So let's take it off charge for now. Reverse. And you can see that instantly out of the box we've got a driving buggy. So, screen and rear bag bracket. So the screen comes with the nuts and bolts taped on the inside. Now, drop one. So these are special rubbers, and the rubber mounts inside the screen. I'll show you the close-up in a second. And the idea is that it doesn't then crack the plastic. The screen also has got a full set of plastic covers to protect the screen in transit, and it is much easier to take these off now at this stage, or certainly at least take them back away from where the mounting points are, because you can mount this into the buggy and then they're a nightmare to try and get away. So that's a good tip for you when you're building yours. So you're going to need your toolkit out that is supplied, and this these will go in as they're assembled with the rubber through here, and just lightly do one side. The nut is on the inside, nut and washer on the inside. So we lightly do one side and get one side ready, but don't put this one in. Pull the covers back. leaves us the screen. There's one on the inside and one on the outside. The groove on the inside here, let's locate this here and here. And the one that you prepared earlier, we will just slide the rubber in and through the hole. Nut on the back, and the same with this one. You can see that I left them all loose in order to get the screen in place. Let's go ahead and tighten these up. Four protective covers, decorative really. They just go on the screw heads, the nut heads at the back. If you're going to use the buggy, if you're going to use the buggy just for a recreational, or if you want to use it as a four-seater, you want to put this on the back in order to stop the person, give the person at the back something to hold on to. You won't need this if you're using it for golf, because the buggy's going to come with a bag brackets. So we'll turn this round. This is very straightforward. You really just have 4 bolts and nuts, and they are going to locate into these 4 holes on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and put your nuts on the inside. So look, that's it for this video. This is our little 2-seat golf buggy. It's a single seater and a second person on occasion. 4 people if you're not on the golf course, or a flat golf course. You can use the flatbed for, as I say, if you've got a horse stable and you want to take a hay bale, or you have a hotel and you want to run customer around and put a suitcase in the back. This buggy is a demonstrator. We'll have them available early 2026. They're going to be just over £4,000 for the buggy with a lithium battery. That's a 36-volt system, 2-year warranty on the buggy, 2-year warranty on the battery, and everything is covered with 2-year warranty here in Bangor with us. So any other questions, let me know in the comments below, and as always, like and subscribe to these videos, and we'll catch you in the next one.